Alone.
Alone.
Alone. That's all I can think. Whenever I open my eyes, I'm drowned in darkness, tendrils of the abyss reaching towards me.
It's cold.
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 I can't feel myself. Who am I?
How did I get here?
Why can't I breathe?
Their voices echo.
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 Through the darkness, it's all I hear.
They whisper heavy words.
Future.
Friends.
College.
Careers. Success?
But whose words are those?
They weigh so heavily, pressing me down like stones.
Each one drags me further into the vortex. Sometimes I wake up covered in sweat.
Blood.
Vomit.
Fear.
It's a dull yet screaming pain in the back of my head. A pain telling me,
Go away. There's nothing for me. Why do this? Why do that? Why care anymore? Because at the end of the day, nobody is going to care anyways.
Because at the end of the day, I, a tiny speck on a tiny speck of a planet, won't matter to anybody.
So each day I live, hoping that this is just a dream.
Maybe fairy tales are real.
Maybe tomorrow I'll reach my dream.
But I know in the end that fairy tales don't exist.
This is the real world.
I shut others out knowing that if I let anybody in, I will only hurt more people, and more people will hurt me.
Sometimes I wonder why this pain won't go away, and I realize that maybe I don't deserve that kindness.
My fault.
My fault.
My fault.
Each day I live praying that maybe there is a future for me, but then I realize there is no future to live for that I can enjoy, that I can deserve.
So instead I live for the blades.
The meds.
The highs followed by the lows.
I do anything to lessen this prolonged pain. An escape to mask this blackness for even a moment.
I become addicted. Maybe it's to video games.
Bullying.
Drugs.
But mostly pain.
Because if I cannot learn to enjoy the hurt that I experience daily and I cannot end it, there's nothing else to do.
I hide the tears, the blood,
The scars.
The grimace, the pain,
and instead I wear a porcelain mask.
formed from the clay of my bones and hardened through the fire of agony.
Sanded by the grating screams of angry parents, partners, spouses.
Painted through high expectations but low outcomes.
So while my inner demons scream, I'm not worth it. I'm not worth it. I'm not worth it.
I glue that mask to my face, telling myself, this is who I am.
And you don't see who I really am.
I'm your best friend laughing with you at our lunch table.
I'm the rowdy kid who screws around in the halls.
I'm your teacher.
Your doctor.
Your sister.
Your brother.
Each of us, another dark soul floating in the endless void.
Another dark soul who wanders between superficiality and fulfillment.
And while you may feel as if you are on top of the world, and though you may have your highs and lows,
For years, we have only known the lows.
So listen to the whispers and the lost words of us who are afraid to speak.
Don't flaunt how depressed you are that you missed your favorite TV episode, naming your own light after the void that surrounds us. For if your light is depression, what does that make our darkness?
Don't flaunt how you have anxiety over the next test period. Naming your own light after the straitjacket that suffocates us.
For if your light is anxiety, what does that make our darkness?
If your light is darkness, what does that make us?
So when I vomit, choke, and suffocate from anxiety, when I slash my arms and overdose on medication,
punishing myself for being me.
Why do you pretend to care, if only for a moment, and once again leave?
Am I not worth more than a glance?
am I not worth more than one chance?
Maybe I feel as if I'm not worthy of your time.
As if I don't deserve the joys of friendship or life.
Maybe I feel as if I shouldn't exist. Maybe I'm simply trying not to let my ghastly shadows encroach on your radiance.
But you can keep your door open.
Invite me to go out.
Invite me to explore. Because even if I say no, in that one brief moment,
In that one brief moment, the darkness will slip away and I'll see a small shimmer of light.
But none of this matters to you anyways, right? Because I know you'll keep laughing at her, the one who makes clumsy mistakes in front of the whole class when all she can focus on is keeping her scars hidden. Because I know you'll keep whispering about her, the teacher who acts bitter to distance herself from her students, so maybe they won't see how worthless she feels. Because I know you will keep ignoring her, the one antisocial loner student who can't bring herself to talk to others because her words split her parents, her friends, and her life. Because I know that you will keep acting self-righteous in your privilege because you haven't had the crippling life-sucking debt of mental illness that we have had. Because I know one day our demons could take us away from the pain and torture of this life and you wouldn't give it a second thought. Because I know you won't take any of this to heart. After all, my darkness doesn't matter to you. does it?